Hi friends, Miss Malia here, and I'm coming to you from the Ross Pumpkin Patch. Can you see it behind me? Here it is, and it goes all the way, whoa, all the way down there. We'll get to explore the pumpkin patch a little bit later in our garden demonstration. But first, let's get our seeds ready. 1, 2, 3. Plant the little seed in the dark, dark ground. Out comes the yellow sun, big and round. Down comes the cool rain, soft and slow. Up comes the little plants, grow, grow, grow. Awesome, friends! So today, you may have guessed it, we're going to talk about pumpkins. Yes! I love pumpkins. Do you like pumpkins? What do you like to do with them? Do you like to carve them for decoration? Do you like to eat them? What about cutting them open and scooping out the seeds? Have you ever done that? How about roasting those seeds? Have you ever had roasted pumpkin seeds? Those are pretty tasty. Well, like I said, I'm sitting here in our pumpkin patch. We have a huge pumpkin patch at our garden here at Ross. And we have a lot of pumpkins that are growing. Here you can see this giant big pumpkin leaf. I'm going to show you one of these beautiful flowers where the pumpkins come from. Look at that. You see that beautiful flower? And then that grows into a pumpkin. Can you see this one here? That's a small pumpkin. Here we go. We're growing small pumpkins. I picked one a couple weeks ago from this same pumpkin patch, and here it is. This is a kind of pumpkin that grows only about this big or a little bit bigger. So these are small pumpkins, but you can still carve them. All right, so here we go. Pumpkin. What does pumpkin start with? Here we go. P. We're going to talk about pumpkin play today. How are we going to play with our pumpkin? Let's find out. But first, let's talk about what a pumpkin is. Any guesses? Is it a fruit or a vegetable? This one's always a tricky question. A pumpkin is from the squash family, and it's a type of fruit. And who remembers what everything starts from, no matter what kind of plant you are? What did we plant? Plant the little seed. That's right. There's a pumpkin seed. So we plant the seed down into the dirt, and the plant begins to grow, grow, grow. Then it gets really big like this and puts out these beautiful flowers. And the pumpkin is part of the squash family. So this is a squash blossom. Some people like to eat these too. Smells great. So the seed turns into the plant, which grows a flower. All right, so let's go back a minute. The seed. Who remembers how to spell that? What's it start with? Seed. There we go, that S. Seed. We're going to plant the seed, and then it grows into this plant. Do you know what type of plant this is? This is a vine. A vine, a really long, kind of snaky plant. A vine. And then the flower grows off of the vine. Flower. And then the flower produces the fruit, which turns into the pumpkin. Awesome. Who knows what's inside of this pumpkin? Hello? Well, guess what? There are a bunch more seeds inside this pumpkin. We're going to see them in a little bit. And then the other part that's inside of this pumpkin is the flesh or the meat of the pumpkin. And that is called the pulp. Pulp. So in our garden demonstration, we're going to cut open one of these pumpkins and check it out and see what's inside. But before we do that, what are some things you already know about pumpkins? Well, now you know that they're a fruit. Lots of them are orange. We've actually seen some other types of colors of pumpkins too. I've seen white and kind of a peach color. Some are green. Most of them are green until they turn their color here when they ripen. But some stay green. And I've seen some almost reddish color ones. They're really pretty. Well, we know they grow on a vine. The vine, they produce a flower. And from that flower comes the fruit of the pumpkin. And inside the pumpkin are seeds and pulp. Fun. You might see some out on people's doorsteps or in their windows as you go by. A lot of people use these as a fall decoration because now it's fall, and this is something that we often see during this season because now it is fall. All right, friends, well, let's see what we can find out about pumpkins in our garden demonstration. So come on into the garden. I'll see you there in a minute.
Everybody, Miss Kim here. Today we're talking about pumpkins, so I have this cool little pumpkin book to read called 5 Little Pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Woo! Went the wind, and out went the light. And the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. The end. What a cute little pumpkin book. Happy fall. Hi everybody, Miss Kim here at the Rosebank Garden. So today we are talking about pumpkins. So we're going to do a thumbkin pumpkin patch. We need some orange paint and some green paint and a piece of paper. All right. So I just have this little piece of paper so that I can put the paint on it. So let's shake it up a little bit. And we're just going to use our thumbs to make a cool pumpkin patch. Some orange and some green. All right, here we go. We take our thumb and we're going to put it in the orange paint. And we're going to make little thumbkins all over our paper. Oh my goodness. They're so cool. It's a thumbkin patch. You can press down hard and make big ones, or press really light and make little ones. Just do all kinds of different pumpkins. Woo! I love Halloween time. Anything pumpkin related is awesome. Check it out. There we go. You can do as many, as close together or as far apart as you want. And then wipe off your finger. And this is what your pumpkin patch will look like. And then we're going to connect it together. You can use a finger or a paintbrush. I don't have a paintbrush, so I'm just going to do this. And you can make little stems and branches that connect your pumpkin patches together. Whee! They're so cute. Little thumbkins. Thumbkalinas. And if you really want to get wild with it, after your paint dries, you can make little faces on them and turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. You can do little leaves if you want. Super cool thumbkin patch. Thumbkin patch in the Rosebank Garden. Whee! Now pumpkins have big giant leaves that they kind of like to hide under. So I'm going to make big leaves. Big giant leaves. You can have a paper towel right next to you. If you want to wipe your hands between colors, that's fine. Just ask your grown-ups to help you. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for all of this Halloween stuff. All of this fall pumpkin stuff. So much fun. So we're going to have lots of fall pumpkins in our pumpkin patch. All the different cool things about pumpkins. You can make jack-o'-lanterns out of them. You can roast their seeds and eat them. They're so good. You can make pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin cake, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin drinks, whatever you want, because it's pumpkin season. Yay, thumbkins! So get to work at home and enjoy making your thumbkin patch. See you next time, everybody.
Hi garden friends, Miss Malia here in our Ross Pumpkin Patch. I want to take you on a quick tour of our pumpkin patch before we do our demonstration with our pumpkin. So let's take a peek. Here we go. Can you see the vine? See that long vine? Let's see if we can spot any pumpkin flowers on that vine. Oh, I see a little pumpkin that is just starting to grow. Let's see what else we can find in our pumpkin patch. Here we have some squash flowers, some pumpkin flowers that are starting to close for the evening. I see a nice golden pumpkin that is growing. Let's see if we can find any others. Let's see if we can find a few that are ready to be picked. There's another small one that's getting ready. A few more blossoms. There's a nice pumpkin. There's another small one. They need to be larger than that and a little more orange on this type of pumpkin plant for us to be ready to pick them. Oh, there's one. Let's see if we can find another one for our pumpkin demonstration. Oh, look at that one, friends. That one looks nice and orange and ready to pick. All right, friends, we're going to pick that one and see what it looks like on the inside. We are going to see if we can find that nice big orange pumpkin. My pre-K friend is helping me out. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Oh, I heard it. Whoa! Can you show me that pumpkin? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, right. That is a gorgeous pumpkin. And I have a second grade friend with us too. You want to go find your pumpkin? Let's see what he's got. Did you find another one that's ready? Oh, look at that color and that cool stem. Oh, those are great. Let's take them on over to the table for our garden demonstration. Hi, garden friends. As you can see, we have picked and harvested all of these pumpkins today from our pumpkin patch, which is right back here. Can you see it? That's where we were earlier, looking to see if we could find any of these beautiful pumpkins. So we picked these today, and as I mentioned earlier, some pumpkins are different colors other than orange. Like this one right here. This one came from a different vine on the other side of the garden. And this one is kind of a pinky peach color of a pumpkin. This one you'll notice is yellow, kind of a golden color. But if we'd left it on the vine, a little bit longer, it would have turned orange like these. But we want to take a little bit of time today and use our 5 senses. Do you remember all those senses we talked about a couple times ago? So our 5 senses, let's count them, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 senses. Who remembers what some of those are? Well, I can see with my eyes. I can smell with my nose. I can taste with my mouth. I can hear with my ears. And I can touch with my hands. I needed to touch all of these pumpkins to pick them today. So let's remember what a pumpkin starts as. That little seed that we plant in the dark, dark ground. And once the seed is planted down in there, the little plant grows, grows, grows into this giant vine behind us, our pumpkin vine, which pops out some beautiful pumpkin flowers. Take a look at that, friends. It's like a golden star. Love it. I'm going to use my sense of smells really strong. It's a really strong smelling flower. It smells good to me. I'm going to use my eyes to take a look at our pumpkins. Use my nose. I'm going to smell the pumpkin too. See if it smells different from the flower. A little bit. All right. So we know what the outside looks like. We've got our stem, our pumpkin, and we know we talked about what's inside, our seeds and the flesh or pulp of the pumpkin. That's right. But let's dig in there and really find out. So I'm going to use a cutting board, a pumpkin, and I'm going to use a knife. Now friends, this is a plastic knife and it's pretty safe, but it's still kind of sharp. Anytime you would like to use a knife, make sure that you have an adult around and that adult has said that it's okay and that they work with you to make sure that you're safe. So I'm going to take my knife. Now if I was carving a jack-o'-lantern, I would cut the top off, take that top off, scoop all the stuff out. We like to call it the guts of the pumpkin, the seeds and the pulp that's in there. And then we'd make a face and we'd carve that. But for right now, I just want to show you what's inside. So I'm going to use my knife very carefully. And I am going to show you what's in here. Ooh. All right, friends. So this pumpkin is still a little green, which means it's not all the way ripe, but it still has all of those good seeds in there. There's the flesh of the pumpkin that you can cook and eat. I'm going to feel some of those seeds. Let's see. I'm going to spread them out onto my cutting board here, onto my mat, so they can dry. I'm going to show you one of them first. So there's a pumpkin seed and some goop or guts on the inside of the pumpkin. And we can spread those out and let them dry. We can put some oil on them and some salt, and you can roast them. You can put them in the oven at a low temperature for a long time and just let them roast in there. So I'm using my sense of sight to see what I'm looking at. I'm using my sense of touch a lot because I'm really feeling in there. I'm getting that goop out of the pumpkin, all the stringy bits, to clear it out. See all of that? And the seeds. You see all those seeds, friends, that are coming out? And I'm going to use my sense of smell to kind of give it a try. And if I went ahead and cut this up and cooked it, I could give it a taste. Just like these seeds that I'm going to roast. Those will be tasty too. Have any of you tried roasted pumpkin seeds before? I think they taste really good. But we all have different senses of taste. So some of you may like it and some of you may not. But remember, our taste buds change every day. So if you don't like something today, try it again tomorrow. So what do you think, friends? All these beautiful colors of pumpkins. Cut one open to see what's inside there. I'm going to give this another try to see what's... Oh, it's scooping it all out. You see all the goop? And there are the seeds. Spread them all out. You see how we're scooping it all out of there? All right, friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed our pumpkin demonstration, and I hope you might have a pumpkin at home that you can carve or cook. And if not, I hope that maybe you can take a walk around your neighborhood and see if you see anyone else's pumpkin that they've carved yet, or maybe they're using it as a decoration. All right, happy fall, friends. Hi friends, what a fun day we had in the garden with our pumpkin play. I hope you had a good time. Today we talked about our pumpkins and how they grow on our big vine back here, and that pumpkins are fruit. And we showed some examples of our pumpkins. We got to pick a pumpkin together, and then we got to explore the pumpkin by cutting it open, seeing what was inside there, all of those seeds, right? All of the pumpkin seeds. The dry ones look like this. These pumpkin seeds. The seeds. We talked about the pulp of the pumpkin, which is the edible part of the pumpkin that you can cook and eat. Have you ever eaten pumpkin before? Some people might cut it up and roast it. Other people might bake it into a pie. Pumpkin pie. And we talked about the flowers and the vines, and you can see, remember, you can see part of the stem here that was connected to the vine. That's right. And in our, let's see, we had our art lesson where you got to do your little thumbkin pumpkin prints, and you got to hear a beautiful story about pumpkins. And what we would love to do is have you share a photo of your thumbkin patch with us, or if you have a pumpkin at home that you have there for decoration or that you've carved, we would love to see a picture of that as well. So please send us one. We would love to see it. All right, friends. Are there other things that you learned today while we were together talking about our pumpkin play and having a good time? What'd you learn? Well, I was reminded that there are different colors of pumpkins, and I was reminded that it's a fruit and that we can eat it, that we can eat the pulp, that we can eat the seeds, that we can, how do we eat those seeds? Do you remember? We can roast them. Roast them. And that means to bake it at a low temperature for a long time. You can sprinkle some oil and some salt on those seeds, and they're super tasty. All right, friends. Well, let's plant our last seeds for the day, and then we'll say goodbye. 1, 2, 3. Plant the little seed in the dark, dark ground. Out comes the yellow sun, big and round. Down comes the cool rain, soft and slow. Up comes the little plants, grow, grow, grow. And if they keep growing, they'll grow into a giant big pumpkin vine like this. All right, friends, have fun with your pumpkins. Happy fall. See you soon.